Righty, ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a rather hilarious situation in the Arknights Endfield space. We've got ourselves another massive blunder by the developers because there's been compensation, and that compensation got up. And when it comes to the up, they fixed it, but then the fix that they made for the compensation is also just up as well. So this is kind of just another example of how I'm genuinely thinking that this game is just going downhill, that this game is like losing a massive amount of budget, and there's likely like something akin to like either like a skeleton crew or like an intern that's doing all the goddamn work for this game, because I don't think I've ever seen something this mismanaged before. And we'll be looking through a couple of other examples of where it looks like no effort at all is really being put into this game's development. So first things first, we got to talk about the biggest issue at hand, and that's going to be this post on Reddit. It's a sarcastic one, just letting you all know, where they're talking about how the devs are so generous. So let's go ahead, let's read what's going on in this image over here, and I'll scoot my camera over to the right because it'll make sense why I did that. 0302 event resource preload update compensation. I said this was about compensation. Dear administrator, the event resource preload update is complete. Here is your update compensation. Thank you for your continued understanding and support for Arknights Endfield. So you're probably going to notice, oh, this looks like kind of weird. Wait, they said there's compensation, but A, there's nothing to claim, and there's no like actual item here, and there's nothing that pops up at the bottom right. This is a billion-dollar company, right? Actually, one of the biggest gacha developers at the moment, and apparently this game made like 100, like they can't stop fucking talking about, right? All the hyper grifters, they can't stop talking about how much money this game made, right? I think it was like 158 million in like the first month or some shit, right? Like that's all they keep fucking saying, right? How are you not able to like code a mail properly? That's the first thing that should come to mind. If this game made so much money and you can't stop talking about how much fucking money it made, how does this even happen, bro? They sent out a mail talking about compensation and there's no compensation in the fucking mail. This looks like an intern did this. Not even an intern. It's like somebody, like a new intern that has no idea how to do anything. This is like actual clown show behavior from a company that's supposed to be making this much money, or that's supposed to be this fucking successful. This makes me think something has occurred over at the Hypergriff offices. I feel like there have been some unannounced layoffs. Actually, I feel like this company spent so much money on fucking ads, so much money on a bunch of shit. The game did not pan out in the way that they wanted it to. And I do actually think a lot of people have been let go from the team, and we're likely going to be seeing some sort of announcement for it later on. Because this is the thing. This company is spending a lot of money. A lot of money. And you want to know how I know that? Let me go ahead. I think somebody sent me like a DM, or I saw something on Discord. Oh, right, here we go. Yeah, what's going on here, boys? How Iran's leader was gone in Minecraft, right? XQC reacts. This is clearly a video, right? That's focused on political aspects of the world. That's an Arknights Endfield ad on that video. I don't even know how you do that, where you're putting your Arknights Endfield ads on videos about how national leaders of nations were assassinated. Like, what in God's name is going on with, like, their ad marketing agency spending whatever AdSense? Where are they just like, yeah, put this shit on everything. Yeah, just put this fucking shit on everything, bro. I promise you, it'll work. But in-game, after we spend all this money on ads, this is how you know there's a fuck ton if this shit is playing on a video like this, right? How does this happen? How does this shit happen? And this is also the other thing that I want to show you guys, right? Who translated this? This is the 1.1 update, the version sort of like trailer, right? We've all seen this shit. Old deep water dies by rising tide, it is denied. What does that mean? What does that mean? that looks either machine translated. It's definitely not by AI, bro. They couldn't even afford a free chat GPT subscription. Bro, they couldn't even afford the free version because the free version would have done better than this. What it feels like somebody just put this Chinese version into the Chinese version name into Google Translate. The worst, like Google Translate from 2005. Because I feel like even Google Translate wouldn't fuck it up this bad. You know what? Let me actually try it. Does anyone have the Chinese name for this update? Like Arknights Endfield 1.1 CN. Let's see if we can go find out what it means. I believe I have it. I think it's this. Here we go. I think I got it, boys. I think I found it. I do believe it's this shit, right? Right in here, because it's in the brackets. It's in like those goofy ass little brackets. And then you got the goofy ass little brackets here. So I'm assuming that this is meant to be the same as old deep water dies by rising tide, it is denied. Now let's go put this shit into Google Translate. I just want to see what it looks like now. Let's see here. Y'all ready for this? Boom. A new trend arises, so the world is far away. So it looks like they just made their own translation and then also made it make no sense. Use Gemini or Grok. Fair, right? Yeah, let's translate this to English. Here we go, boys. Let's see it. I guess even Grok don't know what this shit is even supposed to be. High demand? I need super Grok for this? Maybe that's what happened to Hypergriff. Maybe that's what happened to the Hypergriff employees, so they just went like, fuck it, YOLO. Hey, fuck it, whatever. Yeah, that's probably what happened at the Hypergriff offices. Oh, here we go. The phrase, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, can be translated into English as, a new tide rises, the old depths drift apart. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, a new tide rises, the old depths drift apart. That sounds way fucking better. Old deep water dies by rising tide, it is denied. Yeah, that sounds a lot fucking better than the shit that we... Bro, like, legitimately, you could get a better translation using... Like, this is just proof you could get a better translation using the free version of ChatGPT, and, like, they still done fucked it all up. How do you fuck this up this bad to where any person that reads this, that knows English, will tell you this is nothing, this makes no sense at all? And the free ChatGPT resource can get you a better translation that actually makes sense, right? This is just like, this tells me that like a new era is coming to Wu Ling, and like, what's it called? There's gonna be all the old shit is gonna fade away and it's ushering in a new age. By old deep water dies, by rising tide it is denied. Why is it even capitalized here? Because you can't say that it's a title where every word is capitalized, because by is not. But it is also not capitalized either. Bro, I think this would imply that there's a fucking proper pronoun in here somewhere, but it's never established what it is. Hey, maybe it is the old deep water. Yeah, sure. Maybe it is referring to the old deep water, and these guys are actually geniuses. No, I'm kidding. They're not. They're just fucking lazy bums that nobody ever double-checked this shit, bro. That's what it seems like is going on at the Hypergriff offices. I don't think they actually do Q&A. I think they just make shit and then just, like, go ahead and start releasing it. And I think the only kind of, like, justification you need for that, right, is this video over here. Enfield is losing budget. And the realization you're gonna have, guys, is gonna be very, very, very simple. Yeah, I talked about... in front! I'm kind of crashing out here. Bro, look at this. One bitch got Powerpuff Girl hands. The other got normal fingers. Why is that at her thumb? Look at her thumb, bro. Bro. That's what a hand looks like. but her hand is like reversed. Like, do you see what's going on? Like, her thumb is like, it's going like this, but her thumb's out here. AI slop. Trash, right? And even on the first screen, you can see this motherfucker got 2 eyebrows. He got 1. Legit, the other one's just not there. Her other one's not there. Her other one's not there. And of course, right? Her other one's not there. I don't know why some of them have the left one, some of them have the right one, but they all only have 1 eyebrow. This leads me to also believe, bro, I think the story in this game is also written by AI. Because how do you fuck it up this bad? And, like, the only, like, you know that it's not meant to be consistent and that they just ran all this shit through, like, prompts, right? Because this bitch, Perlica, got normal hands. She got normal hands in a different art in the event. And then at some point, this bro had, like, 17 fingers. Wait, yeah. At some point, she had 6 fingers. Yeah, Chen had 6 fucking fingers. This is the thing, right? It actually just seems like these guys are rushing everything out. Like I said before, there's no work being actually done. There's no actual, like, fucking double checking. There's absolutely no Q&A for anything that gets pushed out in this game. And it all feels like rushed garbage. Example A. Example B. Example C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Because this entire event is like complete AI garbage. And you know that. You know that from all of the fuck-ups that we were able to find just from like looking at the first couple of screens of this shit. And guys, they only fixed the ones that got posted on Reddit and of course publicized. They only fixed those ones and they left this bitch's like Powerpuff Girl hands in everybody's single eyebrow. It's wild. Eyebrow is consistent though. Okay, why this guy got both of them then? Why the panda got both of them? If the eyebrow consistent, why the panda got both? Exactly, right? It's a bit of a rough situation. It's a hard question to answer. We all know that, right? And so there's probably more instances of where this game has just completely missed the ball when it comes to its first pass, and you know nobody's doing any double checking. Now let's actually get ourselves back to the issue at hand over here, right? This preload compensation, because I already said, right, that there was more to this story. Because, of course, Hypergriff doesn't fix anything until the players start pointing it out and they get embarrassed on Reddit. We've already established that that's what occurred with this instance over here, because the things that got posted on Reddit were the only things that people actually caught and, of course, fixed. And this post over here also got traction on fucking Reddit, and so they fixed it. Are you ready to see what the actual compensation for this bad boy was, ladies and gentlemen? Are you ready to see this? I got it ready for you. Bro, they gave out 40 sanity. That expires. They gave out 40 sanity that fucking expires. Why even send this? Why even make a mail and send? Isn't this just like embarrassing? Wouldn't you have kind of just preferred not to have gotten anything than to have gotten this? Bro, this feels like when Genshin Impact gives you like 3 sweet madams and then nothing else. You're just like, why the fuck did you even give this to me? This is fucking garbage. 40 sanity, bro. 40 sanity. And you want to know what the meta of this shit is? Bro, you leave this shit in the mail until you need it. You literally don't even want to claim this because this has a 30-day claim time. And the time ticking down on this doesn't occur until it's in your backpack. So like, even claiming this is like bad and it will like unoptimize your account and like shit like that. And you want to know what the funniest fucking part of 40 sanity is? Bro, it's not even enough to do a single challenge unless the discount is active. You literally cannot even use it to claim any of these unless the discount is active. Oh, sorry. You know what? I've never even done the T-Cred one. No, it's like they cost 80 at a baseline. So, like, they didn't even give you enough to do one undiscounted stage. Bro, is this, like, it's kind of insulting, right? It's genuinely insulting. And I think everyone can agree with that take. What's wrong with these guys? Somebody should have told them, if they actually knew how to manage a fucking gacha game, that giving players this is worse than just giving them nothing at all. This feels like it's literally rage bait intended to piss players off. When you already done so much to do that. Bro, like, you guys are out here pushing out the worst fucking translations like the gacha space has ever fucking seen. This is literally, I think, the most poorly translated fucking poorly translated thing I've ever seen in a game, and it puts others to shame. This was embarrassing. This is also obviously super fucking embarrassing. And the crazy thing is, guys, is that I don't think it's gonna stop. I think the beatings will continue until morale improves. And by morale improving, I mean every sane player that isn't a toxic, positive, hyper-grifting, rat-fuck shill, they're all gonna just quit because the game is dipping in quality so badly in so many different ways. That's just the truth about it, bro. And then you double up on that, right? You double up on this shit with these guys releasing possibly the most tone-deaf devlog update I've ever seen, bro. Like, listen to this guy at the fucking start. This is how they start off this shit. Get ready for this, boys.
各位管理员们好，我是明日方舟周末地的游戏制作人
So now you know who to hate.
海毛肉合物。
I'm glad he's tanking all of this. He's a tank spec.
此时此刻，就在我们录制的当下，回望明日方舟周末地的正。
Look at how he starts this shit off. Just read this, bro. Read this garbage.
是公测呢，已经过去半个多月了。在这段时间里啊，我们感受到了全世界。
This is how. So you started off talking about how you've been receiving the love and appreciation.
管理员们的认可和喜爱。明日方舟。
You do that, right? Love and appreciation.
周末地的全球游玩人数、在线时长和活跃度呢，都远远超出。
And then you start bragging about all your metrics.
出了我们上线前的预期，那也
greatly exceeded.
很荣幸能在这里和大家分享这份喜悦，也请允许我向你们说一声感谢。
Extend my thanks.
管理员，你们的喜爱就是我们持续创造塔维尔的意义。当然啊，期待也是一体两面的。那我们也明白啊，我们的作品还远远不能满足大家。
Talking about the success, but then also say the work is far from living up to the yeah, bitch. Yeah, the first thing is that in this exact video where you talk about, right, you talk about how you're not living up to expectations, you reveal the worst translated fucking version title the space has ever seen. What? Remember, this is in this dev talk. It's in the fucking dev talk. They show this shit. How do you do this? You say one thing, and then literally in the same video, you say another. There's more bugs too. Her hair bangs is stretched for some reason. I don't even. Nobody even knows at this point, bro. There's just something deeply wrong with this fucking game. We just there's so much stuff that's just deeply wrong with this game. How do you do this, man? How do you brag about your metrics, brag about the success, brag about the numbers, talk about how well the game is doing, and then put this shit in the game? Bro, are players supposed to feel like you're listening, or are players supposed to feel like they feel appreciated, heard, whatever, when, like, they just... You give them 40 sanity, that expires? You're just trying to piss people off at this point. I genuinely feel like these guys are, like, trying to make people quit. Maybe Arknights Endfield is actually just, like, a gigantic money laundering scheme. And, like, they're just, like, paying all these developers and stuff, but they're, like, not real. Literally, I feel like that's what's going on. They're paying, like, not, like, ghost entity employees that don't exist. And they're just, like, making up, like fake... like social credit numbers and scores, and these people don't actually exist, and they're just paying a bunch of like shell employees and then like laundering money. I wouldn't be surprised that's what's going on, and they're like trying to speed run the game to EOS, and then like they just back out, and then all the money's cleaned. That's what it feels like, bro. Because how do you mismanage a game this badly? How do you mismanage a game this badly? Talk about all the stuff you're doing, whatever, and then fuck it up like this bad. How little can we spend on actual game development? How little can we spend on publishing? How little can we spend on stuff? Or maybe, how much can we spend? And how fast can we EOS this game? It's not mismanaged. It's just a cash grab. Who knows, bro? All I know is, this is the most pathetic message I think the player base has ever fucking received. And it's pretty clear that even the toxic positive shills of this game can't even defend this. You got like 5x the number of rewards I got. That's crazy. Obviously, they're talking about not getting anything. Now we wait for the compensation of the compensation. Fixed already. Then they show the sanity, right? That has more upvotes than the post. I don't know, bro. ZZZ doesn't give shit. Who asked, bitch? Who the fuck? Like, this is the type of retard that will, like, continually defend this game as if, like, who cares what ZZZ is doing? Who cares what ZZZ is doing? We've already established it's more insulting to get something this small. Look at how they are just grasping for straws to try to defend the actions of this publisher. It's insane. Oh, wadded up. Feels like the devs have been slapping us left and right. I just can't prove it yet. Do you see why I said soon the only people left in this game are going to be the giga toxic positive shills? Because everybody with any modicum of self-respect is going to start quitting this game or disengaging with it heavily when this is the bullshit that they're putting in the fucking game. Bro, like, genuinely, I will obtain the opinion that if you're still playing this, like, fervently, after seeing the ways that the devs are mistreating you and the lack of respect these devs are giving you, I assume that, like, you're into, like, the equivalent of, like, fucking gacha digital BDSM, or you're being paid. It's one or the other. Because I don't know how you keep playing this shit, have any level of self-respect for yourself, when this is how you're getting fucking treated. This is actually worse than Hoyoverse. I legitimately think this is straight up worse than Hoyoverse. Tell me when Hoyo has done something like... Bro, I legitimately think Arknights Endfield is going to give out, like, 1 pull for its anniversary. Actually, like, 1 pull for its anniversary. I don't know. Like, my expectations are, like, fucking ground. I don't even know if this game's going to make it to its fucking anniversary, bro. This shit is just pathetic. And it's just another nail in the coffin of this game that has fucked up so much. Of course, they give us ones that expire. Of course, they give us ones that expire. Is it only me, but I noticed the amount of free-to-play pulls? You're not. Make sure you express your displeasure in the devs' actions in the surveys about this. Don't fucking do that, because they're just wasting your time. They already sent out 5 fucking surveys on this shit, dumbass. You think they're gonna listen on the 6th one? No, bitch. They're just sending these out because they're fucking fake, bro. They're literally wiping their booty cheeks with them. Or the intern is wiping their booty cheeks, printing them out, and then fucking, what's it called? I don't know what he's doing with them, but you definitely know they're not being used to fix the game when this is the shit that they're sending you. It's so pointless. It's so useless. And to release one of the most disappointing 1.0 updates ever, and then follow it up with even more disasters, to me is just, bro, I can't think of anything other than these guys are trying to make people quit the game. Bro, you know what one of the events is in 1.1? You're literally cleaning the shit off of a cow's ass. Like, that's literally the event. I feel like they're trying to send a message to the player base. This feels like they're trying to send a message to the player base. Like, right? Like, you're a shit cleaner. They're calling us shit cleaners. Like, we're pigs. We're farm animals, bro. Or that's what you're going to be if you keep playing this fucking game. That's not a cow, it's a bull. So you're cleaning bullshit. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, you're right. That is so... yeah, we're cleaning a bunch of bullshit. Literal bullshit. I guess this is the first wave of bullshit that we're getting in this fucking game, bro. Oh my god. I'm just... Are you surprised that this game has such a massive player fall-off? Are you surprised that this is what the game looks like? I'm about to show you that same PowerPoint again. Are you surprised by the charts over here? Is this shocking information after you've seen everything that I've showed you? That the game is just falling like a fucking rock? Literally on the same trajectory as games like Zenless Zone Zero, DNA, all of that, with almost no hope of recovery? Because like I said, Does 1.1 look like it's any good? Fuck it. Why don't we just look at... You know what? I just want to see what the trend looks like on... I want to see what the Google trend looks like right now. Because, of course, 1.1 and all that shit came out. Yeah, surely. Worldwide, past 3 months. Let's check it out, boys. Let's check it out. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's fucking killer, bro. Oh, 1.1 changed everything. It looks like it made it worse. Oh, 1.1 looks like it made it worse. I'm going to be so for real with you. It looks like it's actually worse. Like, I think this was Yvonne. And that's 1.1. No? Wait, it is worse. Oh my god. Zoom. I did. I am zoomed in. Wasn't the 1.2 teaser in there? You're right. Boys, that's with the 1.2 teaser in there. Like their desperation play. It's like their desperation play. Like, hey, guys, look. I promise. Look, she's hot. Look, guys, he's hot. Look, she's hot. Please, don't leave. Please, I'm begging you, don't leave. Don't leave, bro. Don't leave. Please, we're begging you, don't leave. It made it worse. It's fucking worse. Have you ever seen a game lose hype? Lose hype after, like, the live stream, the new version announcement. Check worldwide to see if it's better. Yeah, true, right? It's worse. It's worse. The downfall of this game needs to be studied. The downfall of this game actually does need to be studied. Check CN. Don't they, like, not have Google? It isn't, like, China's thing. Like, isn't China's thing that, like, they don't have Google? Wait, let me just Google this real fast. China. Yeah, that I assume is a bug. I assume these are bugs. Yeah, it's also low in China too. Hey, maybe Japan likes this shit. Yeah, right. Maybe Japan likes this shit. Oh no, they don't. Oh, they do not like this game. That looks even worse. What about Korea? Probably not North Korea. That's rough. Yeah, I guess everyone got baited and they were like, yeah, this update is actually dog shit. Let's get out of here. Try Singapore. Yeah, let's see how the hypergrifter headquarters is looking. Yeah, you gotta up those numbers, Mr. Pokey. I thought you said it's the best 1.0 experience ever. Hey, yo, chat, he said it's the best 1.0 experience ever. We gotta up those numbers, bucko. What's going on? And just as a bit of a bonus, guys, here's the YouTube searches for this game. Worldwide. Yeah, bro. These analytics. No wonder this game gets no fucking views. Huh? Is it surprising that this game be getting no fucking views on YouTube? Oh, would you look at that? Oh, would you look at that? Huh? Crazy. Fucking crazy. Oh, add regular Arknights? That'd be cool. Yeah, why don't we just see what the regular Arknights looks like in compare... Just EOS the game at this point. What are you guys doing? You are fucking failures. This is clearly the truth behind the matter. This game is literally... dog shit. I don't know what else to say. Like, it's just bad. 1.1 fixed nothing. 1.1 will not fix anything. The laziest quality of life. One of the worst, like, 5-star or, like, 6-star... You're literally cleaning up poo. I don't really know what else to say, right? They're making you clean up shit. And then the characters are just... Bro, are you serious? And it's like, bro, are you serious? Bro, are you serious? Bro, are you serious? But hey, we can't change pity carryover. Hey, we can't actually add real quality of life to the game. We're just gonna bleed out players, knowing that we put in a returnee event in 1.0 to bring them back. But we're still gonna have expiring sanity. We're still gonna have all this bullshit, bro. Hey, at least she'll get the returnee event. I heard she logged back in. I heard she made it to Wu Ling yesterday. Just kidding. I don't think she made it to fucking Wu Ling yesterday. Guys, remember all these people that couldn't shut the fuck up about how good this game was? Bro, where are they all at? None of them play this shit no more. Bro, nobody plays this fucking game no more. All these people just be talking about all this shit, bro. Bro, they was talking about how amazing this game is. Returnee event in 1.0, bro. Nah, that don't happen unless the game is trash. And a fuck ton of people quit because the game is trash. Bro, that's just the truth. Everyone was grifting. Everyone was grifting. They was lying for the bag. Great, they got the bag. But guess what? Hypergriff ain't gonna be able to provide no fucking bag no more. Yeah, they can't. They're not gonna be able to provide no fucking bag at this point with how the game's looking, bro. You think they're gonna be sponsoring people with those big old packages? You think they're gonna be doing that when this is what the game looks like, bro? Bro, this shit is embarrassing, bro. Actually, the worst 1.0 release, I think, in gacha history. At this point, it is worse than Wuthering Waves. It is worse than Zenless Zone Zero. Legitimately, this is the worst one I've ever seen. And you want to know what makes it worse? The fact that 1.1 looks like it's an even worse update. Actually, the worst launch ever. No doubt about it at all. We cannot dispute it anymore. This is the worst launch I think we've all ever seen. Man. But hey, I'll take all the glory. I'll take all the EXP from this. Because you all know most people are going to be too paid off or whatever to talk about the real actual issues happening. And that's the thing, though, right? I think I have like 1 million views critiquing this game. Why do you think that is? Because there's a lot of stuff wrong with it. A lot of shit wrong with it. And the devs are not fixing anything. So we'll ride this on the way down. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.